Welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei 5. This time we are going to fight the final boss, probably right up those stairs. And last time we explored most of the Imperium, and we also got Demeter as well. Now I'm pretty sure this is the very ending of this game's story, if I had to guess. Considering that this seems like a final dungeon, and the music has gone quiet. And it seems like that is where a great battle will take place. We already took down Dazai last episode, I'm pretty sure. So all that's left is, well, who knows actually. Let's just go in there and see and find out. And there's no fight actually, huh? Why is this so vast of it, like a square arena? Why is it there? Well, let's go up the stairs. Be careful, Mango. Something feels wrong to me. I suggest we're fully prepared. Let's just go on ahead. Move. So I'm not going up these stairs, actually? I just said move? Yeah, okay. I guess it's fine, too. Oh, that's a bright light. Why is it green? We got some petals over there. Walking slowly up these stairs. Who awaits me at the top? Goko! What are you doing here, buddy? Are you gonna finally do something? Are you my final battle? I don't think so.
So, you've come. This is the Hall of Creation, resting place of the throne.
Yeah. I
The
kinda knew that.
Nahobino who will take the throne has been determined. Thus, I shall fulfill my role.
And what is that role?
For ages I have watched over this world, but at last I can administer my true duty. Goddess, it is time.
Hello there, Tao, once again. The special Tao. What, are we gonna shake hands or something?
Not so fast.
What's the problem? Oh, hey, it's you. I think it's Yoko, right?
Creation is not the way. Let the world be returned to chaos.
I don't think so.
Wait. Yoko, is that you? You're okay.
She looks stylish as well.
There was a time when I was known as Yoko. Now, I am the goddess who guides Tiamat.
Oh yeah, Tiamat, that really giant thing.
You were once my friend, Tao. But this is about far more than who we were.
Where is Tiamat, actually?
I carry the will of the Kadishtu. I will destroy this world and surrender it to chaos. Is that you?
Of course it's me. You don't recognize me? That's right.
I didn't. I'm glad you lived, but I thought the sacrifice would have.
Why, you miss me?
Ogami protected him. Now he has become Nahobino again, and he seeks the throne. Yoko, I had no idea you'd end up a goddess. My role is to guide him to the throne. It is who I am.
And she did a pretty good job at it.
I do not wish to hurt you. Will you let us pass?
Hopefully.
If he gets his ideal world, then we can save everyone. So please, you have to believe in us. Wait, Tao. I wasn't expecting to see you, at least not like this. A goddess. I didn't know you would end that way either.
She was special, though.
But still, I won't back down. The Kadishtu showed me the truth. The flaw in the system that governs us. What flaw? It's not fair.
Never was. It is the hierarchy that came to be when the Horned God assumed the throne. One god rose above the others and seized control. By his example, mortals learned to do the same. This structure has defined us, corrupted humanity. It is our history, broken beyond repair. Listen to me. You felt it back at school. You saw humanity for what it is. Stupid and ugly.
I did. I did feel it then. But that is why we need him.
Exactly.
A new god to rule and mend this broken world.
I got the power to do so as well.
For Yuzuru, for Yakumo, for Dazai. We need someone who can answer their human hopes. With his powers as Nahobino, I know he can create a world of peace and joy.
Tao, is that truly what you believe?
Of course.
One god to rule over everyone? Do you think humanity will ever be happy being ruled? No. It's built on the same ground. The same broken system. A god who has control over everything. It ruined our world. That's the reason we're fractured, divided, between oppressors and oppressed. Even if he takes the throne, nothing will change. It will simply be a new oppressor. There is only one way. Our way. Let Tiamat's power destroy the world, then begin anew from the chaos.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Free. There will be no concept of rule. And everyone, human and demon, will be free.
They might be free, but wouldn't they just kill each other? You both want my hand? What do I choose? Now we got a dark screen.
My friend, you and I have the same vision for the future. Please, you can take my hand, assume the throne, and create our ideal world.
Does he do it? He do. We touch the hands with Tao.
Thank you. With this, we will preserve the history of humanity. We will forge an even better world.
Now what does Yoko think of this?
You will not. You can't. I won't let you. Any future you build for this world will be as broken as the past. You preserve a god's rule. The law of one.
What are you gonna do about it?
The Kadishtu were right. I am their plan. The world's fate is to return to chaos.
Does she know I have all the condition in my party? Cool fancy little tricks there. The Nahobino has received the power from Panagia Tao, awakening the power of miracles. Rank violation. What does that mean? Inheritance violation, okay. But what does that mean? Ah, there they are. I was waiting for you. What, are you just gonna go fuse inside of them? Or something like that?
Oh, Tiamat. Grant death to the slaves of the system.
Good luck with that. Now we will fight the final boss, Tiamat, who is very gorgeous. Anyways, let us do an immediate scan with the spy scope. So, Drake Tiamat, level 83, Mother Goddess's Love, increases the healing skill effects based on how low the user's HP is. And you have Meteorama, HP recovered to all allies. It's only moderate though. Bufubarian, Ice Age, Mabufubarian, and Boundless Sea. You know what's really funny? The main character drains ice. So this is a perfect boss fight for this, actually. We just have to worry about the healing and then probably get seals off as well. So what I should do is definitely Light of Order just a buff. We don't really care about healing too much. And then we also want to do probably Debilitate just to lower their stats. And then with Demeter, we're going to increase our HP to above max, so that I'm at 800 and most of us will survive. I drain the ice and completely remove their turns. So unless they change their game plan, I am pretty much very capable for this boss fight. Let's do another Light of Order to fully buff up our stats and all that. I didn't mean to pass our Habaki's turn, but I will switch out Demeter. That way, I can probably buff someone else here. I will increase the attack of Naobio immediately due to our Habaki's passive. And now, I can do probably Critical Aura to then go for an attack next turn. And then I want to... Oh, there's multiple limbs actually, huh? Okay, so I should probably consider that. I will also do a Makarakarn, I guess. So, Bufubarian, we dodge, and now just Hades Blast. Okay. So, the miss was terrible, actually, but because of the reflection, we can just counter that, no problem. We'll do the Omnipotent Succession here, and then Tao is almost dead. We could do Cleopatra, actually, because Cleopatra can lower the attack and defense to the minimum of all the enemies, and so can our Habaki, technically, but this is faster. Frolic! And I think I didn't get a single charm off there, but that's fine. Also do Debilitate though, just to lower the accuracy as well. And now I can do probably a Jericho Strike, or just scan the enemies one by one. So let's do the Spyglass here. So you have Light and Dark, and also Luster Candy, okay. And also Musha Hu. When the user's HP reaches 0, drains HP from Tiamat and revives its full HP. I wonder if you can just ignore Tiamat altogether, and just take down the main boss's health that way. I also got a charm off on the main boss, actually. That was pretty lucky, I guess. Let's also scan this Dragon Head as well. You also have the Drain HP, you also have a lot of physical moves, and Impaler's Animus and Luster Candy. So lots of buffs. Okay. So since you're charmed, you will just kind of, oh, we get the dodge there, so Elusive Eclipse. Oh, I did a lot of damage, actually. And then I get another dodge, which means another Elusive Eclipse. And you're weak to physical? Really? Okay, so I know what that means. We're going to change out, well, just bring an A-Chef because the enemy's weak to physical. And also, doing ice moves is unreliable because Jack Frost, or Naobio, only attacks random foes. But I can do Humabarian here to do severe damage, or just Luster Candy. Yeah, I can freely do Luster Candy here, because I can just hit with this guy right here, so I get a free turn. And then you can do the Yabasami Shot or Voice of Salvation. I'll probably do this to do even more damage. And then there we go. They've been revived and they drained 200 HP, which does mean that the main target kind of lost HP there. You can see a sliver was gone. So we're going to have to do a lot of area of effect damage here. Cleopatra can probably do a Mezzanine. So we can extend turn there. Petricorn, probably Cleopatra, because if they do Hades Blast, we'll be fine. Yabasami Shot just do a lot of damage to everyone. Very nice. And now we get a critical for next turn. So you're charmed, we get Suffering Bite here, which is blocked, and then Zunbearing here, which is fine. I don't really take that much damage anyways. And then we get a Drain there for the ice. There we go. Because I know of the strategy where Murakumo will just kill targets and then move on to the next target, let's just take down as many as we can. So we get a big damage there. And then another Murakumo. Oh, they just keep reviving, actually. Okay. So, you literally can't fully take them down for the turn. So this was actually a loss of damage there. So I should focus on just taking down the main target. So, I wonder if I have anyone who has Seal at the current moment. So, maybe I can change out Arabaki for someone who does Seal. The teammate I fused away does have Seal, but again, he's fused away, so I can't really make use of that. I could also probably make use of Huang Wang, and you resist ice as well, so this will be good. You won't have the buffs that everyone else does because Arabaki is the one that gives away buffs, but you'll still be fine. I'll do another Yabasami Shot just to spread the damage, and then you'll do another Revive there. And then I could do another Evergreen. Am I in critical right now? Yes, I am. Okay, so I can't just do another Murakumo, and then just hit the main target for 3,000 damage. Very good. And then I can also Probably just Luster Candy here, and then, so let's try to go for some Seal Gems here. Okay, we got Seal off on one of them, but I'll do the Myriad Slashes as the final action. Let's just hit one of them. There we go. Big damage. That was so much. So there's another Charm there, Hades Blast. We get a miss there, that's very good. And main character is dead, but I survived because of Enduring Soul, so we should be okay. And I also still have a Whittled Goat. I do need to bring in someone who drains or reflects fire. We'll do the Makarakorn on main character, that way you will survive. And then Asheth can do the Yabasame shot to extend the turn, also doing damage to everyone. And then I can do Evergreen Dance as the final action, just to fill the gauge to maximum. And now you will prepare a Magutsui's skill. And that's it. Okay, so I need to be very careful here. Bring in a Herald, which is Abdiel. Shield of God. There we go. And the barrier actually stacks with Makarakorn, so we're fine, honestly. And we can still do some more Makarakorns, or just Flow of Gust to extend turn probably, if I had the right head. I did not. Okay. Yabasama shot. And then we guard. And then if I have Luster Candy, I would also use that. Do I have it? Yes, I do. So I'll refresh buffs. And then let's see what happens. Shield of God should protect us a lot. So Annihilation Ray, this will move. Okay. Okay. Wasn't that bad. Honestly, I think it was because of Shield of God that protected me there. So I have no idea how strong that would have been, but I don't want to find out. So let's just keep doing some Tetrakarns and Makarakarns. I think Tetrakarn is also super valuable. And I could also do Myriad Slashes or Light's Descent, actually. Yeah, this is to all foes, so this should be fine. Let's do it. Get the guaranteed damage there. Yabasame shot. And then I should heal. Oh yeah, we got another head down. I will guard with main character, and then I will use a heal. Do you have heal? Yes, you do. You have Meteor Hand to fully heal, so all of that is a very good support tank. So Meteorama, you do heal. It's not that bad, actually. Huh. Next attack pierces, Zenbarian resists, Mudabarian, which is also resisted, and Boundless Sea, which I don't drain apparently, because that is a pierce. Gotcha. I wonder if the revival cancels the buffs, but I will still do Succession here. And then Alalat will fully heal everybody, fully heal the party with Meteor Han, and now you have no more use for this. But I will also do Light's Descent probably, just to extend turn a little bit. I'll bring in probably Lilith because of her passive to reduce the damage of all Kadeshtu allies. There we go. Okay, we got the main boss sealed, I think. Yes, we did, and that stops the Meteorama. Very good. Severing Bite, that did a lot of damage. Impeller's Animus, and then Mudofarian, which I block, and that will end the turn, and Lilith survived because of Enduring Soul. Okay. So I need to heal, but I also dance again to fill up gauge, and then you are out of MP, and then Lilith will probably do the physical block with Mother Earth. There we go. Asheth will just do another Yabasame shot. I don't want to risk missing yet, so I don't really want to do anything involving that. I will guard here, and then I should heal. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't use the debuff. But you recover from Seal, you do another Meteorama, that's fine. 1000 HP is not that bad. Impeller's Animus is a little dangerous, though. Agabarian is also a little dangerous, but it doesn't go through me, so it's fine. Even though it kills Cleopatra. Mudabarian, I avoid that, and I counter. Okay, so the counters are very good. I need to bring in Tau or Idun, because Idun can both buff and also heal, while also not being on death's door. So let's do the Golden Apple. I definitely need to lower your stats, though. It's a little unfortunate I can't. Fountain of Chaos could be okay. I'll still do Yabasame shot, though. And then I should Tetrakarn, right? I'm not too worried about magic, but let's see what happens. So Meteorama, that's another heal, that's fine. Severing Bite. Oh, that's... Okay, Impeller's Animus, that's why I went through. Place the block, and the Lilith's dead. So... should I just... critical? No. I need to debuff first. Do the Debilitate so I can lower your attack, because Impeller's Animus is really dangerous. I will do another Yabasame shot. I'll do another attack mirror, though, and then Idun will heal. So another Golden Apple, there we go. So now we are mostly healed to full. Meteoramas again, that's fine. Impeller's Animus, not good. Zenbarian, that is weak, but you're alive. And then the Mudo, which is fine. And the Boundless Sea, which also pierces, but we're good. 2 of us died. So here is where Amanazaka will be very good here. I can conserve a lot of turns here by blocking the enemy's attacks. And I believe Amanazaka probably has a heal. No, she does not. She has Thunder Rain, which could be good. But yeah, she will do Fierce Roar. This way, all of the attacks will go towards her. and then I should do a full heal here. Chain to fully recover all allies, and then the enemy's turn should be completely deleted. Again, we don't really care about the heals too much, but you will do attack, and then Hamabarian again, resist it. The one move I don't block, okay. And then we'll bring in probably Yoshitsune to probably miss, or I bring in Huang Long because of the Makatsui's gauge. And then we'll just do another bead chain or something like that, because I might as well just use all of my consumables. I'll do Luster Candy here. And then we'll do the Yabasami shot once more, and then we should just guard, I think. Or, yeah, I'll just guard, sure. So, Meteorama, and then Severing Bite, that's fine. Impellus Animus, and then Mood of Bearing, blocked. There we go. Now we can go for the critical. Okay. I don't care about buffing too much. I just want to attack, honestly, because we are spending way too many turns not attacking. Now let's do the Murakumo on the main target here, Tiamat. So 2,000 there, another 2,000, and we got rid of the heals completely, because she healed about like 4,000 HP there. And then I should be free to just do Thunder Rain, because that is also crit. And then Huang Long can do Luster Candy once more, and then Asheth can do Myriad Slashes probably. So let's just attack main target here. There we go. And Huang Long buffed that up because of the passive. And then Amanazako can just do another Thunder Rain here. And then Huang Long probably as a heal, you have some Marakarm, which, again, I kind of just want to keep Cleopatra alive because she's so good. So I'll do the Marakarm there, and then Asheth can do Myriad Slashes again, just to do even more damage. I could also use a Soma or something like that, but let's do Myriad Slashes. There we go. Lots of damage, even if it is resisted. Still pretty good. So Meteorama, that's fine. Severing Bite, that is blocked. Zenbarian is dodged. Very good. Okay. Now I will change in Cleopatra, and then use an item to recover her to full MP with Amanazako. Chakra Pot. And then we will fully debuff their attack. Maybe get the charms off as well. We get no charm there. Okay. Myriad Slashes. I didn't mean to do that, actually. I meant to do the Yabasami shot instead, but that is also fine. I'll do the dance just to fill the gauge to full. There we go. Meteorama, another heal. Impellus Animus, that's also bad. We get the dodge there, which means we counter. Ooh, nice. And then we get a drain there to heal Cleopatra. Very good. And then I could just attack, honestly. Instead of just doing succession, we'll just do critical.
Watch this.
That way we can make use of most of our attack here. We'll just do Murakumo to hit the main target. Amanazako will go for the Thunder Rain again to take down the enemies as well. We get the drains there, very good. This is also why just killing is just good. I can also do Hamabarian just to take you out. There we go. Another drain there, because you're losing a lot of HP because of this. And then we'll just do Yabasami shot, because that is just a strong move overall. And then I can do Murakumo on main target to do lots of damage. There we go, almost 3,000. Another Thunder Rain would be good here. And then I should heal. I can also just do another Hamabarian just to do a lot of damage there. Or Mazandine can also be good, but I think Luster Candy will refresh our buffs is a lot better. And then I'll do another Myriad Slashes on probably one of the heads. There we go. Lots of damage. And then you heal the head. Perfect. Now you're preparing that. Okay. So what do I do here? This is really bad. I might just have to full-on guard, perhaps. And then Amanazako will most definitely... Yeah, I'll do Fierce Roar. Is your attack debuffed right now? Yours is, though, so that's good. So I will have to pass, because you might just die. I could also guard with this, and then pass with you, and then guard with main character, and see what happens. Because there's going to be Annihilation right there. Most of the... Oh, I survived because of Whittled Ghost. Okay. So the Whittled Glow is why I survived. That was not good. But Amanazako's alive. I'll bring in Demeter because she can fully heal us to the maximum, and also, yeah, pass with you, heal with Lucian Harvest. And then I should guard again. Boundless Sea, that's fine. Impellus Animus, and then Luster Candy. Okay. Mudo Bearing, Reflected. Oh, and I also killed, so they lost even more HP. And do I just kill the main boss here? I might just kill the main boss here, but I need to bring in someone who can remove buffs. And then Amanazako, with the extra action here, can do the stat fade here with a gem. Purge, Charm, negate buffs on foes. There we go. So now your buffs are negated. I could do another Luster Candy here, and then I might just do Stagnant Air. Okay. Your attack isn't lowered, so it's a little worrying. Found the Cedo, I do dodge. Very good, dodge. Elusive Eclipse. Hit Blast. Ow. Goes Animus. And then we just kill, right? We just go for the Omnipotent or Critical. I think we just do crit. Now then, let's Murakumo. Ooh. Okay. I didn't expect to kill with that move, but we did it. We beat the final boss with a final Murakumo, which I should have let the cutscene play out, but I didn't know that would kill or not. But thank you, Mephisto. You barely did much, but your defense down is probably good. Amana Zako did exactly what she needed to do. That is the reason why I gave her so many reflections, because if our teammates die, we have so little press turn action economy that being able to reliably reflect without needing to Titch Karn or Makara Karn will keep our turns back even if we lose a lot of team members. That is why I gave her all of those. So she was a very valuable teammate.
As expected.
And of course Abdiel was also pretty good with the Shield of God, which would have been good against that other physical move, so I didn't have to waste a Whittled Ghost for that, but that's fine. But here we go. Goodbye, Tiamat. How about Yoko? Do I fight her too?
It's pointless. Tiamat is primordial. The Mother Goddess will not fall.
Is there a phase 2? Oh.
She transcends even the concept of death.
Oh dear. Ah, she hit me directly. Oh, can I go back and get that whittled goat? And Tao's dead. Whoa, wait, let me go get that whittled goat. Wait, what is this? Blue? What kind of blue thing could have done that? Oh, this guy's back. How are you alive? Hello, Awagami. My old friend, my old partner. Sorry about your brother. Is he giving her his life energy? I think he is. A worthy sacrifice.
Young man, if you wish to live, take my hand.
That I will do. Can I also, revive my teammates? Take his hand. Yeah, a lot of my teammates died. I kinda need them back. Do we get a new ability?
My being became Magatsuhi. I was absorbed by Tiamat.
Ah, but since we weakened her, you came back, huh?
When she fell by your hand and reformed, my essence escaped hers. I have reclaimed myself.
That makes sense.
But when we were bound together, I learned something.
What did you learn, Aogami?
As a primordial goddess, she is nearly immortal. Yet her divinity is rooted within her identity as a dragon.
Yeah, I did notice that she was labeled as a drake.
If you seek to best a godly dragon, you'll need a godly dragon slayer. And so, my power is yours.
Okay.
Now let us rise, young man. This time we end it.
So there's a phase 2. I'm still a little worried though, because I don't have my full power right now. Oh yeah. A fusion time? Smack that laser away. Hell yeah. Didn't even make a scratch in us. And now we are fused once more, as the Blue Man himself. The original Nahabino. What move is this, I wonder? Am I gonna do a big laser beam or something? Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Get her ass. Okay, thank goodness I don't have to fight her again, okay? We just slice her! Become Makatsuhi. I'm gonna miss that other form. But it feels good to be back as the Blue Man.
Even if you slay Tiamat, it's not over.
Yeah, there's still you, I guess. Oh,
Sir,
I can sense an immense power from within, Yoko. We should probably prepare while we still can. And now we have the new ley line point, Serpent's Grave Altar. So I will immediately save, because I do not want to go through that again. Because that was tough. So I'll save in a slot too, and then most definitely go back and get my whittled goats, because there is still like, there's still one I can get inside of the Empyrean. So let me go do that real quick. And now, in the overworld, we are still blue. And there's also, right here, another whittled goat. Give me that whittled goat for another free revive. There we go. It's a good thing I did not use that up earlier, so that's very nice. You know, the Bethel Egypt place is actually really good because there's like a ton of vending machines here to immediately fill up my gauge and also give me a ton of money as well. So this place is great, honestly, just to go back to every now and then because you get so many items here. Look at those relics I'm getting. It is time. Go behind the bench again. Oh, you're not behind the bench this time.
Young man,
After that terrible ritual, I feared we would never meet again, but I'm glad to have been proven wrong. I imagine it wasn't an easy journey to reach the Empyrean. That alone is plain by simply by looking at you. I wish I could have thanked my brother for protecting you, but it seems that wish will go unfulfilled. Instead, I hope I may honor his will by helping you to realize your ideal world. Your powers as a Nahabino have risen. So, we will increase our agility even more. Of course we will. Is there anything else you gotta say? I do see some dialogue here. And there you go. Why are you not only behind the bench, but also facing the wrong way? What is this? It's natural to want to take the shortest path to a goal. But rushing to our destination is not the safest of courses. Let's watch our steps as we proceed. Interesting. Oh yeah, we also got some new miracles, so let's see those as well. So, Apotheosis, learn miracles. And in the Doctrine, we get Inheritance Violation. And Rank Violation. So a demon's starting skills can be overwritten during skill inheritance. That is very good. So,
You wish
we will get that. And then Rank Violation, level limitations for demon's fusion is lifted. Hang on.
You wish.
What do they mean by that? Does that mean I can get... I can. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That's good. So in the special fusion, let us get ourselves an Oriel for 40,000. And you have and you have Angelic Order, which Magasui gauge increases on users' actions based on the number of demons with Angelic Order in the active party. So if I have a bunch of the Uriel, the other fusions as well, like that'll just be good to combo with. But again, that also means you need to fuse Uriel like 3 times to make use of that.
Let us cast out all heresy.
Let us do God's work. So let's get Raphael as well. You also come with High Force, Floramo, Killing Wind, and Repel Force later on if I decide to level you.
Is this
But I don't have to if I have your Essence as well. So let's get this fusion, and then move on to the next one.
May we uphold the word of the Lord.
Let's get the final one. Now, let us get Gabriel, which also has Angelic Order, but you have some Ice Focus and Light Focus and also some healing, so that could be good. So this will be pretty good as just support, and your Ice damage is pretty good as well, so I will gladly inherit that. And you also come with Shield of God as a Magatsuki skill, so being a healer and also a defender will be very valuable.
Together we shall purge this land.
Let's purge the land. Now that we got that all the way, we can also technically get Zeus with Demeter, Thunderbird, and Dionysus. What does Zeus even do? You have Herkios, which raises the user's electric, accuracy, and critical rate based on the number of able allies in the stock. So bring him up out first, and he's already really good. So you have a lot of good lightning moves, I suppose, so it could be good. Madness Glint, having a chance to inflict seal and confusion, is very good. There's also Pentaspain, which lowers attack and defense, also pretty good. Impeller's Animus to make Pentaspain guaranteed a hit, so that's pretty good as well. And you also have like more electric moves and all that, but at the same time it costs a Demeter here, which is also very valuable. Just grab her from the Compendium for money. I guess that's a thing I could do. There's also this right here, which I need a Mon to get you, and you require the dice thing guy. Oh wait, this is the guy I need actually, the dice dude. At least it looks like the dice you would get from Dungeons & Dragons a little bit. Rallying 8 is actually pretty good. When someone from the stock raises all stats of all allies by 1 rank for 3 turns. So this is just a free luster candy. You can only use it once per battle, but let's be honest, you're not going to switch him out and then bring him back in if he's out of MP and stuff like that anyways. So that's all you really need. Since I have Mephisto here, I could get myself a Flamus. That is a compendium, wow, that's expensive. Can I get that cheaper? Yeah, I can get it way cheaper. I'm not spending 100,000 for that. Get over here. Here we go, Mephisto, Flamus, get ourselves the Mithras. And since you're being fused immediately away, I don't really care about these moves too much. You'll be inherited to the next character anyways, later down the road, so...
Is this... It is a pleasure.
A pleasure. Now we have a new special vision here. Deity Bow. Cost me 65,000, but it's fine, because I have everything I need. And you, it doesn't really matter what I get you, because you are Force and Lightning focused. This is pretty good. So Dekaja, Makarakarn, Tetrakarn, Luster Candy, Megabarian, Zeobarian. Yeah, this is pretty strong. Amulet of Justice. When user receives a stat debuff, adds 1 press turn icon at the start of the user's next turn. Ooh. You could forcefully activate this with Amanazako probably, huh? Yeah, let's get him. Because if you buff Ball with Luster Candy, which he does come with Luster Candy that I'm inheriting, we can then switch in Amanazako to then lower his stats and then get ourselves another press turn icon for the next turn, which we can also add even more press turn icons with our Yoshitsune. But now we have a new special fusion here, Visible, which requires Ball, Abaddon, and Nebulos. So this gives us Biondetta. Debuff skills will lower stats by 2 ranks when no Herald, Megami, Femme, or Lady Demons are in the active party. So this guy doesn't like women. But he has Death Flies, Severe Dark to foes, which not really that crazy. Not against bosses, that is. But you also have Thunder Rain, Mudobarian, Debilitate, which will be immediate all the way down stats to 0 with this. So we don't really need Cleopatra anymore. You also have Ice Age, Drain Dark, Boon Boost EX, which makes the Debilitate last 5 turns. This is insane, actually, so we might not even need Ball for the extra press turn icons, to be honest. This is just really good. Okay, so I'm giving you Death Flies, Thunder Rain, Megadola, Debilitate, Luster Candy, Dekaja, Tetrakarn, Makarakarn. But let's just get you right now, because you're going to be a really, really powerful teammate, so long as I don't have the other demons on the same team.
Pleasure is all mine.
And there we go. That is level 95. Yeah? Yeah, let's do this. Now, because you have Tipura Samra, which reduces MP cost with charge effects, I'm giving you Donum Glady and Donum Majesty, simply because, well, these are charge effects after all. So hopefully, I can give this to any teammate that uses a lot of MP, but let's just use you, because I'm not really using the other 2 that much anyways, the Alat and the Lakshmi.
Let us cleanse this earth.
But I look forward to many memorable battle.
Indeed.
And you get Enduring Soul and High Dark Pleroma, which I can replace Megatalon because, well, I'm keeping the light and dark moves, of course. And also Enduring Soul, I probably don't need that. If you die, you die. Ooh, I can also get the Sandalphon, actually. You have Glorious Invocation. Well, in the active party, all allies' almighty attacks may become critical hits. So this could make Murakuma better, not that I'm really worried about crits anyways. But it could also make Agrat really strong as well. And also, yeah, lots of Almighty and Lightning. This could be strong. And I'm not really using Odin that much anyways, so honestly, this could be a good fusion if I'm able to get something even cheaper. We have infinite money for a reason. I'll just Compendium Demeter if I need to. Let's get ourselves some Dolphin. Thunder Rain, Hamabarian, Frykugel, Megadolone, Nullified Force, High Electric Pleroma, Zeobarian, and Enduring Soul. And you have really good stats all around. This will be incredible. Let's get you for free. And let's see what you sound like as well.
Let us adhere to God's will.
Cool.
Very good.
Ooh, we also get Narukami. Ignores affinity. Okay, that's probably better than Zeobarian, honestly. And then we also get Physical Block, which does what it says. Do I need it, though? I don't think I do. Yeah, we already have Lilith for this, so we don't need to nullify Physical. We can also get Metatron now, which requires Flamus and Sandalphon. Ceaseless Crucifixion. Increases the damage of users almighty based on the number of hits dealt by allies during the turn. Fire of Sinai, Megadolon, Dekaja Dekunda, and some light moves here, and Almighty Pleroma as well. This was so much easier than it was in Shin Megami Tensei 3. My goodness. We just get a free Metatron. Here we go. Fire of Sinai, Megadola, Dekaja Dekunda, and now we just give you a bunch of moves. This is just what I'm gonna go with.
Is this demon?
Let us adhere to God's will.
Hallowed be his name. So that is the highest level we can get now. Alright, so hear me out. I have Vishnu, right? Which, lowering the MP cost of skills with the active charge effects, it's a little situational. So what if I traded my Trumpeter, who wasn't really doing much anyways, and then just got another Sandalphon so I can have Glorious Invocation to make almighty attacks become crits? Because this could combo very well with my setup right now, with especially Metatron. Maria might also be incredible as a teammate because of Impenetrable Purity, which when the user guards or has defense raised by 2 ranks, Pierce effects will be nullified, and we saw how dangerous the Pierce effects are. But if I'm able to give Amina Zako's ability here to nullify Pierce effects while also blocking literally everything, then it might be really good to inherit. Yeah, I inherited most of the abilities here. I do need to get like a Reflect or a Drain Lightning here, but I think this is fine. As long as you have Fierce Roar, then you're good. Samar Karma can also revive teammates if I need to, and Florgusama and Lumbarian will be probably replacing the feature, but they're mainly just there for coverage, if I need to extend turns and all that. But hello there! You also come with high heal Pleroma, but at the same time, Meteor Hana is already a full recovery, so you do not need heal Pleroma. Goodbye. There we go, this looks much better. So we now block and reflect every single ability, or every single attribute in the game, and with Impenetrable Purity, well, you literally cannot die at this point, other than, of course, almighty moves. And I might give you Luster Candy simply to activate the double defense up faster. So, we got Maria, Cleopatra, Kansura, Nahobiho, Gabriel, Sandalphon, Beelzebub, and Metatron. These are probably going to be our best teammates here. Other than the gimmicky ones down here, like Arhabaki, Asheth, Nama, Lilith, like, you know, all the Kadishtu. They might be very good for other means. What you see here is kind of an outlier. She doesn't really do much yet. Like, she's mainly here for the Mirage infliction, but I haven't really been able to do that. But this will be an amazing opening here. Right here with the main character Arabaki, Beelzebub, and Tau, simply because this guy will be able to immediately debilitate first turn, and even though Tau is a woman, she doesn't really fall under that terminology there, so I'm still able to debuff. So this will be very good, considering that she also has Light of Order to fully buff the team, also Luster Candy if I need to as well, and Arabaki can also Luster Candy. So once we do that, I can then switch out Beelzebub and Tau for other teammates to do a lot of offense, including Metatron as well for the Fire of Sinai and all that, and also Huang Long. And then I can also bring in the Sandalphon to do even better Almighty with pretty much increasing crit rate. So this will be an amazing setup here. Now this is where we were sacrificed to the Kadishtu. But
stay alert.
That won't happen again. Be careful, young man. I feel a sinister presence ahead. I recommend we fully prepare before going any further. Well, you didn't need to tell me that. I know exactly where that sinister presence is. Let's go and fight. Hello, Tau.
I offer up my body as a goddess of creation. I summon deepest void, the living abyss!
I hope she don't block Almighty. What is that? You just dropped a ball into the water. Or the Magatsui River, whatever that is. And now it's white. Never mind, it's red.
Come, chaos. Envelop this world. To home.
To home?
Rise up.
Who is to home? First time I've ever heard of that name. Are they in that ball? That red old ball there. Shattering the reality? it can't be that bad, right? We can take it. Sure, taking a while to break through that. Ooh. The heterochromia. Get your hands away from me. Quit doing that. Is that mess around and crazy hand? Pretty cool music. You got like that split face thing, kind of like Abdiel. Almost forgot her name again. Hey, you do have that split face thing. You don't have that head in the middle though, so that's a little bit of a difference. Unless you count that weird thing on top, the third head. No, it doesn't really look like it actually. But now, let's get into combat. Will you go first, I wonder? No, you do not. This is great. Now, let us scan. Spy scope on Teho. Level 84. 6 to everything except for healing and also support. So, you have World Ingurgitation. At the start of the user's turn, weaknesses struck on the previous turn will have their affinity resistances changed to Drain. And you're weak to everything. So, except for physical, of course. Poor physical. Anyways, Abyssal Beckoning. Weak Almighty HP and MP drain to one foe with a chance of inflicting sleep. This is pretty bad. But there's Catastrophe, Agabarian, Bufobarian, Zeobarian, Zanbarian, Humabarian, and Mudobarian. None of these pierce, by the way. So, honestly, all we need to do is get a tank to block literally everything, and who knows? Let's also do some debuffs. First things first, I will pass with our Harbaki. That way I can do the immediate debilitate to 0. There we go. All stats down. And then Tau can do probably Humabarian. I don't really care about light being blocked right now. But then I will also... I forgot to do this. Omnipotent Succession. And since Almighty kind of just like goes through everything, I don't have to worry about that being blocked. So I will do Evergreen Dance here, and then I could do another Luster Candy, or I didn't even do a single Luster Candy yet. But let's do probably Makarakar just to stay safe on maybe Arhabaki. Because you're kind of weak to everything, right? So might as well keep you safe. And let's see what happens. So, you changed the resistances, so now, well, light is fine, that's fine. I'm a brain again, that is a resistance. Good thing it didn't kill Vizabel, because I didn't actually check if you're weak to light or not. But let's do another Evergreen Dance to fill up that gauge, and then we will do another Luster Candy. And then you should pass, even though you can Luster Candy, I think I would... I'm gonna do it anyways, Luster Candy. Because if I passed, it wouldn't really have mattered. Tau can now safely switch out, because she cannot do anything at this current moment. So... yeah, pass, and then I could guard here. Yeah, I'll guard. Necrunda removes stat debuffs, that's fine. And Tehom is watching. So who do I bring in, I wonder? I think I'll keep everyone in for now. I have nothing really to do at this current moment, so I will pass, and then I could pass again, and then immediately debilitate. So we will do that. There we go. So now all your stats are to the minimum, and now I can switch out Tau to probably Sendolphin to make the Glorious Invocation activate first. And then I can do the Omegatoki critical, and go out swinging. Now the crit doesn't really matter too much, but let's do Omegatoki critical. And then with our newfound power, with full attack and lower defense of the enemy, let's go. Boom! 3,000 damage, very good damage overall. And also, interesting, you have a lot of health actually, so could be a little risky here. I will do Makarakorn on the main character. I do have to worry about other moves, of course, but you have Megadola, so that could work. You're also weak to Dark, so might as well hit them with the Dark move. I could do Thunder Rain, just to do big damage, sure. Thunder Rain. Ooh, nice, 2,000 damage, not bad. So now you are immune to lightning, and also, we get a block there, and then Mudobarian. Oh. That's interesting. Are they attacking based on what I'm hitting them with? Because that was both lightning and dark, which is the moves I literally attacked you with. Okay, I get you. We'll just do a dance here. You will just use a gem, I guess. Yeah, sure. Fire Shard is fine. There we go, so we can extend turn. And Death Flies is now blocked, and so is that. So now I can just go for Mechadola, maybe crit. No crit, of course. I don't know what the crit chance is, so that could be a little bad. But yeah, since Narukami goes through anyways, we can do that as well. I can also just pass, so that way I can change out Visible, because you don't need to be in the team anymore. So we can bring in Metatron. That way I can make use of Sandolphin's passive to make crits even better. And I can also switch out Arahabaki for Long Long after we get another Omagatoki effect. So let's do another Makarakarn on Arahabaki to keep you safe. And then Metatron can do Fire of Sinai here. Boom, no crit, but it didn't matter anyways. So, Agaberry. Okay, we did Fire Shard, yeah, so that makes sense. Okay, so we can actually play around that, honestly. So we took a lot of damage there, so don't use fire moves, gotcha. But anyways, we will switch out Arahabaki into Long Long, because when we do this, and then we do the Omagatoki critical effect, what will happen is something fun. Let's do it. Now, let's do Megadolo. 400, that's fine. Fire of Sinai should be a nuclear bomb here, right? Let's just do it. Boom. Okay, you know what? It wasn't that strong, actually, so maybe it wasn't the best play. Let's also do another Murakumo. 3,000 damage, very nice. And then I don't really have any buffs, I don't think. But I will still do another Fire of Sinai, probably, unless I have something else. Nah, not really. Fire of Sinai, go! And then you can end the turn, probably with another Makarakarn to keep the main character safe. Now I need to debuff again, apparently. But Dakunda, that will remove stand buff, so it doesn't really matter anyways. And you're watching now. And interestingly enough, you keep your resistances. So I need to bring in someone who is ice next, but I'll bring in Arabaki next, so I can debilitate once more.
Go!
And then Metatron can stay, because you do have some pretty good moves here. So, most importantly, just keep going for the almighty moves. And then I can Makarakarn once more, and then bring in, instead of Sandolphin, I will bring you in simply so I can get some press turn icons, honestly.
Let's go!
Okay. What was the last move I used anyways? You're probably just gonna still watch, right? So I'll just do debilitate, and then lower your stats. So, Abyssal Beckoning. Ah, okay. So what does this do? Is it strong? Not really. And Dakunda. Okay. I am asleep though, so that's a little bad, but it's fine. We only lose a single turn, so not the worst thing that could happen. And then Metatron, do another... I suppose we can just do another Fire Sinai. Not the best moves, I will say, but Adobe. And then I'm still asleep. Okay. Should have seen that coming. This Lightning again, which is another Drain. The Drain isn't good. I think to avoid the Drain, you need to hit them with an Affinity move. That's not good at all. Looks like I'll have to use the Amrita Shower. And then we use... I will do the Ice Shard, or the Ice Gem, simply so that you use Ice moves and then I drain it immediately. Let's see what happens. So, Bufabarian, resist, Bufabarian again, resist, Bufabarian once more. And you kill Arabaki, which is fine, because I was going to replace you anyways. But now we will change in someone who has Force, which is most definitely Lilith, because you do have some Force. Then Beria. And then we will change you out, because you're literally doing nothing at this point, into someone who has better Force. Yeah, I guess Maria's fine, because Maria also drains Force.
Come!
Yeah, Toxic Spray. That way your defense is lowered, and then I can do the Succession. So I can prepare that for later. And then you should have Luster Candy next, so I will do another Evergreen Dance, and then Luster Candy. Did I hit you with Force already? I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay, so Zenbarian, that's fine. Zenbarian again, I die, okay. Why are you attacking just me? That was really unfortunate. And now I need a Shield of God, probably, because you did fill up that gauge. So I will have to... I will use a gem here to extend turn, so you drain everything, actually, at this point. That's not good. Okay. Pass. Luster Candy. And then... I could Fierce Roar, I guess? There's a soon they can't really do anything but attack, so I will have to pass with you. I will guard with main character, and then I can also guard with you, perhaps? Yeah, I'll just guard. What do you do? So you just do the Almighty move with a lot of damage, okay. Okay, so this is bad. But we do have a full Magatsuki gauge, so that is in our favor. Oh, you're no longer... Oh, so that's how you work. Okay. Okay, so this is actually much better than I thought. So if I do Force here, then that way Lilith can heal, and I can do another Frolic, so I can lower your attack and defense. And then I don't have to worry too much about Force that much if I'm able to just do a Force Dampener. That way we can prepare for any Force moves. Now I think the Drain takes priority though, so it should be okay. So, you're watching. Oh. Okay. So that was a bit of a waste. Anyways, I could just crit here. And I think I will.
You ready?
Because I think your stats are pretty lowered anyways. Yeah, you have lowered defense and I have a pretty good attack, so let's just hit you really hard with 3,000 damage per hit, almost taking you to half HP. So we should also use a bead chain probably to fully recover. And then you can do Glacial Blast, because this would be very strong. But I think I'll do Glacial Blast, sure, because I don't have time to buff. And that's also bringing someone who blocks ice, which is most certainly... Yeah, I guess Nahobio works. Lustig can do once more. There we go. And then Cleopatra can end the turn with another Glacial Blast, doing even more damage. So Catastrophe, interesting. You do resist that, so it's fine, I guess. Barbarian, I drain that and end your turn. So that was a very efficient turn there. So, Dice. Lilith can then do, I guess Mother Earth is also fine. Also, Mazuodai, I'll do that just to extend the turn. I do need to heal now, but I still have some other moves, I guess. I'll do Humble Barbarian. And then you can use your lightning move here, so I can do Storm Jurico Strike. And since I need to debuff once more, I will just guard for now, and then you can not do Mother Earth, but I will use a Soma probably. That's fine. And then Cleopatra can end off the turn with a Frolic. That way you can lower your stats once more. And now we have full gauge. So you now have Humabarian, which is fine, we resist that. Humabarian again, we drain that. Perfect. Now we can do another succession. If I need to revive anyone, I can do that as well. So I should also keep that in mind. Evergreen Dance. And since Nahobio is on the team, we also lowered the cost of Magatsuki gauge, so that was very good. And I can't really attack with Cleopatra right now, so I can switch you out. Main character is weak to fire, so what I can do actually is Magic Mirror main character, and then use a fire gem. That way I can both extend the turn and also change your ability attribute to fire. So let's do that as well. Fire gem. There we go. And I think Kansura also goes right through fire resistance, but I will do, nothing actually. I'll just Luster Candy to raise up Kansura's stats. Please do fire. Agabarian, reflect. Perfect. It was going after the main character too, so that could have been bad. But we can do another dance. Now we have full gauge, perfect. So that means I can do a free critical here. So let's do Omakatoki critical. And then we will just blow them up with a lot of attacks. So, since you block everything, we will be using gems. Dark Gem. Nice, that was 1,000 damage. And you have this move right here, which is a pierce effect, so it doesn't even matter. Let's lower your attack. There we go. And then you do not go through moves other than Frykugel, so that's fine too. Frykugel. And now we do need to debilitate. But I'll do Murakumo anyways, times 4. 3,000, 3,000 again, and then another, and then one more. So now you are about half, which is very good pace right now. And since I did dark moves before, I will do another dark gem, and then... Catastrophe? Okay. Bearing, block. Perfect. Now Lilith can't do anything at the current moment, so I will change her out. I do need to bring in Beelzebub again, and then give them a Soma, basically. There we go. And I definitely need to bring in a Herald soon, but I will do the Makarakarn on main character. And then... yeah, I need to change out. Then I will guard with main character, and then I will debilitate with you. So debilitate, lower your stats to the minimum. And we should be okay. You're preparing a Magatsuki skill. Perfect. Now I need to bring in a Herald. Let's bring in a Herald real quick. So change out Kansura. I'll just bring in Gabriel because I haven't used them at all. But Beelzebub does have Luster Candy, so I will do that. So I can raise our defenses. And then Gabriel will do the Shield of God once we get the Magatsuki gauge, so I'll have to pass. Be very careful with my passes here. I don't want to waste any turns right now. So I'll do another Luster Candy, and I should do the Evergreen Dance. That way I can build the gauge, pass with you, and then Shield of God. There we go. So now we should be okay, for the most part. I don't know if it'll kill us or not, but let's also heal as well. Yeah. So you should be okay from most moves. So Inception of Chaos. Oh wow, that is so good. That did no damage to me. That was amazing. Okay, so now we can do our standard procedure here. So we will do probably lightning first. So let's do some lightning moves. And then we can do light, but I want to keep going with the lightning move so we don't get rid of too many attacks. Electric Charge, that's fine. I can also go for the Mist Rush, probably. No Mirage, okay. And then I will do probably a guard here, of course. And then you should debilitate again. But at the same time, it doesn't really matter too much as long as I change out the Herald. We'll just go for Akasha Cards. No crit, oh well. Now we have a full gauge. So, you will do lightning moves, probably? No, you do not. Okay, now we can do some dark moves. So, let's focus on that then. Let me change out Gabriel so we can get the passive back up. And then, since we are going into dark, I suppose Nama's fine because she is dark. Theoretically, Kadishtu should not apply to Beelzebub's passive, right? Let's do Debilitate. Now, do Kadishtu count? They do not. Perfect. So now I'm free to do Mudo Burial. And then I can also do Luster Candy with Marisi. And then I will do... I could do another succession here. I don't need to worry about Shield of God right now because, well, that big move has already passed. So I will do another dance, and then you can continue with the Death Flies here. So I can do even more dark damage. And then you can Mudo Burial once again. And then I can do nothing actually, that was the end of the turn. So you should do Almighty Catastrophe. Okay, that's not too bad. And then Mudo Burial, we block. Okay. I don't know when you decide to do just elemental moves or just physical and almighty. I don't know when you do that, so it's a little problematic. But now you can't do anything other than use a Soma on yourself, so I will have to pass. I have to do Force, Light, Fire, and Ice at this point. Let's just do Glacial Blast instead, because this is Ice, which means I can drain that. But I will guard just in case if I'm hit by any other move, so now hope you'll get in here. Because this will be fine as well.
Your turn, go!
I do like the pace of this battle. Being very mindful of what attacks are going to happen is super nice. Let's also do probably another Slumber Vortex, probably. Oh, we got the Mirage off. Perfect. So now I can evade with the main character. So, affinity changes. There we go. We get the dodge. Perfect. And then Catastrophe, which is another dodge. Amazing. Wonderful. Does Mercy have enough MP to do her big move now? Because she has Formless Arrows, and that's 22 cost. Okay, this can work. This can work. Okay. Omakatoki critical.
Watch this.
Nahopio unfortunately doesn't have any attack buffs, but it's fine because we can still do Murakumo times 4, doing lots of damage. Again, and another one. Now Nahopio can probably still attack with Frykugel. Yeah, that works. Nama should debilitate to refresh. And then Morisi can attack with the physical move. So let's do the Formless Arrows at last. Let's also see the animation, because it's fun. How much damage will you do with an increased damage with the character inflicted with Mirage? Let's see how strong it is. Full attack, minimum defense, this should be good. If not, I'm getting rid of her. Oh, you know what? That would have been even crazier if I had Huang Long. So let's see if I can bring in Huang Long, increase the effectiveness of the Kishin, and then Huang Long can also refresh our buffs with Luster Candy. That is also why I'm bringing him in, and we have 3 turns to loop back around. So let's Luster Candy to buff, and then, did I hit you with any weaknesses yet? I did not. I'll hit you with, probably Light, I guess? Light Jump. And now Marisi can do another Fulminous Arrows to do even more damage. Oh yeah, that was good. And now you are going to do that, but since you are inflicted with Mirage, I dodge. And now you are no longer inflicted with Mirage. But you do another move here, and I hit you with a critical Elusive Eclipse. Now I need to bring in a healer, so let's change out Huang Long into probably Tao. Let's bring in Tao, because she can also buff up our teammates. Which isn't really that needed, actually. I just need to heal, honestly. So, a Light of Water. I could also do the bowl if I need to, but now I need to do some force moves, so I will do a force gem here, and then change out Marisi for probably Lilith, because if she's alive, that is. Yeah, she is. She has force moves. That's why I'm bringing her in. I can also bring in Cleopatra. I'm not sure if she's alive or not. I don't know who died and who did it, actually. I forgot completely. But I'll dance here, and then Tao can heal once more with Light of Order, which will also buff up the attack of our teammates. I'll use another force gem, and then Lilith can do... You know, I could do Mother Earth, actually, because there's a lot of physical moves like Catastrophe, so let's just play it safe here, and then not worry about physical moves. So, Zenbarian, that's fine. Catastrophe, I knew it. I knew you would do that. So Lilith is great for this. Now, let's do another... if I do Succession now, how many turns do I have left before they do the big move? 1 turn. I think I have enough time, actually, yeah. So if I do Succession now, I will do the dance, and there we go, now the gauge is at half. And if I focus on doing fire, I believe? Yeah, let's do some fire. There we go. I also need to debilitate you again. So let's debilitate to refresh that. And I might need to do another... Yeah, I need to do another fire jump. Fire jump. Now the main character is free to guard. So I'll do that. So that way I can avoid any fire moves. And then I will change out Tao for someone who blocks or resists fire. Kanzu Rod does work, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. And now Nama is free to do anything she wants, so I will probably go for another Slumber Vortex. That is missed. I need to get Mirage off again. So you do a Catastrophe, that's fine. Yeah, you'll live. Hyperbarian, which is guarded, perfect. And now... Do I have enough time to do the dance? Okay. I can lower your attack. I don't need to do that, actually. What I need to do is... Your big move is probably blocked and resisted and all that. So I, unfortunately, will have to keep you dead. You'll have to die. Can I do a Slumber Vortex, though? Miss. Okay, that's really bad. Looks like we have to do... I'm gonna see if that big move goes through, if any. Let's just do this, and then guard with main character. If I die, I die. Let's block. So, oh yeah, it's almighty, actually. We do live. Okay. So here is actually where Maria would be very good. Unfortunately, she's dead.
Let's go!
And then use Lilith to do Force, probably. We need to use an Omakatoki heal. I guess Magic Mirror's fine. Because if I do this and then hit them with Force, then I'm fine from the Force moves. So I'll do Zanbarian, and then I will... Can I do an Omakatoki effect soon? Okay. I need to look through my teammates to see who has a heal. So I'll cycle back around until I can do Eternal Prayer. But for now, I will just use an item to heal us. So let's do... This is our last beat chain. I'll use it though. So you're just watching. That was a perfect time to watch. Okay, cool. So let's bring in Tao once more. And now Tao can do the Omakatoki Ways of Order. You can still do the Yabasama shot to extend. Oh, I missed. Well, it's not great, but it's not terrible either. We can still do the Ways of Order, though. Or Eternal Prayer. Yes, here we go. Ways of Order, or Eternal Prayer. I kept mixing it up. And now we can do a buff here with... I guess Celestial Candy's fine. You will do Almighty, though, I think. The concept... Oh, well. That's fine. You wasted your turn to do that, so it's whatever. Now let's bring in another teammate. And we have not used a Krat in a while, and since we have most of the Kaiju in the party right now...
Your turn! Go!
This will be fine. Hey, Chef. Go do your move. Yep, what's up, shot? Yeah, you shouldn't miss this time. Stop. Just don't miss. I can do Bufu Bearing to do Severe Ice, and then I will do Mother Earth. That way, I don't have to worry about Catastrophe, of course. And then I will do the dance, because there might be a big move coming up soon. I'll do the Yamasami shot, though, and then a Grat can end off this turn by doing Queen's Decree, getting a crit there as well, not that it matters, and then I can do a Luster Candy with a Lilith. Kind of ironic that I'm using a Kadishu for this fight, huh? Now you will do Barbarian, which we get an evasion there, and another on Lilith, which is fine because most of the damage is reduced anyways. I think that it applies to herself. But we can dance here, and now we can do a critical. I'm a little worried about missing. What is your debuff looking like? No debuffs. Okay. So I might have to get someone who can lower enemy stats. Yeah, based on my shot to extend turn. I don't know if Lilith has Debilitate. I think she only has Luster Candy. But let's do the Agadine to get rid of the fire now rather than later. And then you should do Makara-Karn or Magic Mirror, rather. Magic Mirror. This is my last Magic Mirror. But let's also change out Lilith for a debuffer, being Nama, because she's alive again. They will take increased damage for a little bit. But now Ashith can do some attacks here. I suppose it doesn't matter if I miss or not. Let's just do Myriad Slashes. Yeah, there we go. There wasn't really going to be much benefit anyways, so Megalode, that's fine. And then Agavarium on Grats and Catastrophe on... That was the worst possible target you could have gone for. I'll bring in Maria. Let's just do the Mahama Variant, so you now do light moves, and then we will do just a guard. There we go. And then another. You're dead, dude. That is annoying. Let's bring in Vasuki for the dark moves. We will use a dark move with the Vasuki. There we go. I'll just sell my main character, sure. Maria might die, but who cares? I will also do... I could do the physical dampener, actually, so I can prevent the... Yeah. I'll do this just to prevent any catastrophes that might happen, because Maria's fine other than that. Mudabarian, that is resisted. Mudabarian again, re-reflect that. Perfect. Maria's not dead, that is perfect. Now we can finally bring in more teammates. That way you can do a free debilitate. Now, what are you weak to right now? Lightning. Electric gun. Perfect. Let's try Mirage. No Mirage, okay. Let's just see what happens. So make it alone, we get through the evasion there. Boom. And now you're gathering up on Makatsuki. So now I can bring in a Herald and then do the, you know, the move. Shield and Gone. There we go. Half gauge anyways. There we go. And then you will pass. Actually, how much does Debilitate cost for you? 119. Okay, I cannot do it again. I'll just use a Soma then. Soma drop should work. There we go. And then I can do another Debilitate. Yeah, just to refresh that, because even though you don't have your passive active, it'll just refresh the debuffs anyways. And there we go. Now I'm free to bring in another teammate, probably Cleopatra, to bring in Luster Candy while also attacking pretty good damage. If Gabriel also has Luster Candy, that would be very good, but if not, I'll just use Ice. I guess Light is fine as well, because Cleopatra also has Light if I need to. You will do nothing but Tetrakarn, I guess. Yeah, Tetrakarn. And then Cleopatra will do Luster Candy. And then main character will probably guard, honestly. Or I can change out Beelzebub for someone else. I'll bring Nahabino instead, so I can lower the cost of the Makatsuki gauge. And then Gabriel should be able to do another action because of another turn extension. And then I can probably just do just more damage, really. Yeah. Full damage. And now you should do light moves, right? Make it alone, that's fine. No evasion there. And there we go, we get a block there. Perfect. Now I think I'm fine to do a non-Makatsuki critical. But I'll pass first, because I need to get Luster Candy off first. I'll do Ice Age to do ice damage. Now Bio will do Jack Tempest. Nice. And then I cannot Luster Candy with you. Unfortunate. I will have to use another Soma drop, I guess. Do I just attack, though? Critical.
You ready?
I'm doing a lot of damage anyway, so might as well just do the Murakumo. Do lots of damage because I don't have time to buff and debuff right now. I need to do more damage and then we'll end the fight very soon. So let's do another Ice Age, and then we will do another Jack Tempest to do loads of ice damage there. That was incredible. And then we will, do I need to debuff you? I do. I could do Frolic, but I can also do Luster Candy. That way I can keep my stats up, and then I will do the debuff on Cleopatra's turn. So make it alone is fine. Don't kill Cleopatra. Perfect. Ho ho ho. Alright. Let's bring in a healer. So we will change out, probably Gabriel actually, for Tau. I don't know if she has enough MP to heal. I don't think she does, so I'll have to pass again probably. But let's just check. No light of order, unfortunately. But you do have Dimitra, I guess. But I will just use an item to heal. Chakra Pot. Nahobino can't really do anything other than Storm Shuriken Strike, so I will do that. And then I will Frolic, so I can debuff you to the minimum, other than evasion and accuracy, of course. And then you can dance, and now Tau can heal us with Light of Order. It's not a full heal, but it does do its job perfectly fine. So now you can do Zeo Bearing, which is blocked, and then another Zeo Bearing, which almost kills Tau, but that's okay. Now we bring in some lightning. Who has lightning? I don't really have any good lightning attackers, because I unfortunately did not fuse Zeus, so that will have to pass. So I'm bringing in Maria instead, that way she can still do some force moves here. So let's do the Floral Gust to do force damage, and then we should be able to do... Oh, I can do another Omokotoki effect, huh? I guess Raikugo's fine, and then we can do the... I guess Dalhan's fine to full heal Maria. I need to prepare for the big move, because we have 3 stats, actually. We should be fine, actually. So let's just do Succession. And we have 3 turns to do the preparations for defense. So you should be able to do Floral Gust still. There we go. So now I should do Force moves. And then I will do a Mirror, actually, or just Force Dampener here. There we go. So now everyone should be safe from Force moves. That should happen, theoretically. Other than, of course, Making Alone, which is also okay. Then during, we block that. Perfect. We almost have a full gauge already. That is incredible. So all I need to do is dance. Now we can do the critical effect. And then I can no longer do attacks with you, so I will have to probably pass. You can still do Frykugel, so I will actually do critical now. That way I can do Frykugel to guarantee the crit. And since your attack is still buffed and your defense is still lowered, this might be it. This might be it. Okay, almost just wasted that. I'll just hit normally, I guess. And now, let's do Murakumo. Ooh. And then another. And then one final one, probably. If not, well, we'll see if that comes in, I guess. Murakumo. Ooh. That was really fun. I love that boss fight. It is so good. What are you praying to? Hey, you're reforming. Goodbye. It's dark. Did you bring a light? No. Oh, there's a light. Oh. Where am I? Hello, Tao. Glad to see you're here with me still. And we get the cool Tao. Please tell me you're actually a form I can use.
I am the goddess. I exist to guide the Nahobino to the throne. I am grateful to you, Nahobino. It is thanks to you that I shall soon serve my purpose. Please, this way. Ascend the throne as ruler of this world.
That I will do. I can fly! I use my hair as like a propeller. I can't get over how cool Tao looks right now. She's probably a post-game fusion I can get, if I had to guess, because it is so cool. Where are we flying off to? Is it the throne? Or are we already at the throne? Am I fusing? Oh! She's inside me now. Yeah, this is fine. I'm glowing now.
Yes. Thus is marked the birth of a new creator. A new world that will rise in his image. My true name has ever been Amitabha. I serve as the light of creation.
Oh, cool. So if I was evil, would you kill me?
Now your will be done. By the power of the throne, you now rule. May your ideal world be revealed.
Thank you, Goku, for doing absolutely nothing. And that's a good thing, because it's honestly better than attacking me. So that's good, too. Let's create a world.
The ruler has chosen. We shall birth a paradise of wishes fulfilled. May light shine upon the new world.
Yes! I agree!
Well now, so this is our fated ruler. Listen well.
I'm listening. Who's talking to me? Oh, it's you.
You must know, this newfound world of yours is fleeting. Just as the last world came to an end, so too shall yours. It is inevitable, a product of nature.
Do I fight you too?
Do you wish to know why that is? You will find me in the realm beyond the earth and heavens. Best come prepared.
This might be related to the, Sophia quest, honestly. The return of a true demon. Or it's entirely separate. Who knows? But now, Penagita left the party. Oh, cool. Traveling to the realm beyond the earth and heavens will mean that you can no longer return to the world you once knew. Proceed only when you are absolutely certain that you are ready. Cool. So, is that thing here? Let me save real quick. Is this the ley line, or is this something else? No. Well, I thought this would be the I thought this would be the end of the journey, but this is only the beginning of the end. I believe this is where we shall end off here. Because, wow, that was almost 2 hours of gameplay. My team is honestly amazing. I just need to get better lightning, probably. So, what I can do before preparing for the final boss is getting myself better teammates, of course. I will definitely do that, mostly off camera, show you my progress on the next episode at the very beginning, and I will see you there. Leave a like and comment down below what you thought about this wonderful episode, because this was probably the most fun boss fight I've ever faced. Because you really had to think about what your next plan was going to be, and using a lot of Magatsu's skills was also very thrilling. However, let's leave things here right now. Bye-bye!